How you feeling?
Pretty good compared to yesterday.
Yeah, we were pretty fucked up yesterday.
Yeah, the relative feelings are very high. I'm like obviously super excited to play the main. Holy fucking shit, I'm actually here.
Should be a good one.
Yeah, I really hope I end up at the table with somebody like famous or like some crusher as well.
Really? Just hope you get to play with a bunch of fish.
No, I like battling. Like I want the experience of playing high stakes versus the bosses.
That's true though. It is a lot of fun if you end up on a table with someone you really admire or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a fun experience.
And I'm like really competitive. It's a big part of my drive of like why I play poker in the first place. So like getting to play against some of the best players in the world would be amazing.
For sure. And I guess like our ambition is kind of reaching a very high level as well.
Exactly. We have to play those guys eventually anyway. Like, make our names known.
Yeah, it's good to just meet them now to like let them know that we're here and that we're coming for them. How are you feeling, Rauno? You ready to play the main today?
Totally.
I love the t-shirt. Look at this shit. Yeah, that's perfect for today, yeah.
And it makes sense as well.
Yeah, it makes total sense. Alright. So you're gonna join us for breakfast?
Yeah.
Cool. Alright. So we're gonna go for breakfast now. I just had a haircut with this guy. best haircut ever. So it was actually the most hilarious haircut I have ever had. I was laughing. I was crying through most of the haircut actually. Because this guy was just like very out of line with the storytelling.
Yeah? How was he out of line?
Well,
Want to give some juicy details?
I'll share some juicy details because he was naturally gay. You could feel at once he was gay. He was acting very gay. And I told him that I used to live with two gay guys in Copenhagen and that they had like crazy stories and all of this. Because he started talking about the gay culture in Barcelona and yeah, whatever. He was Swedish and he moved here like 7 months ago. And he was starting to go on about the stories. He was not a very shy guy. He was very much oversharing, like telling me about how Barcelona was just like a big candy shop for him. Yeah. And how he was going into how it was super popular here now to get like butt implants. Yeah. Like silicone implants in the butt. Yeah. And I was like, I've heard about this. It's kind of crazy. And then he went on about penis implants. People here now are getting silicone penis implants. And it was a very big thing apparently in the Latina culture, gay community.
It's gonna be a big thing for sure.
Yeah. And he whipped out his phone and started showing me Instagram posts and stuff from like famous penis influencers or whatever. I don't know. Really? And I was laughing and I was just like, okay, enough, I've seen enough. Thank you though.
You ran good that it was only the phone that he whipped out.
Yes.
During the story.
He was telling me that he was planning to take butt implants and perhaps a penis implant as well. And that he was going into porn.
Interesting.
And how he was going to combine that with his hairdressing career. I was at a loss of words. It was very funny.
Yeah, based on the story and my own personal experience, like it seems like in the face of it that gay guys would be like more ostracized in terms of their sexuality and like would perhaps or like might be more scared to talk about these things, but like my gay friends have all been like super open about these experiences as well, like the fucking orgies they've had and like who they slept with, like very casual small talk for them. And I wonder why this is the case.
I don't know, but I have the same experience with the two gay guys that I lived with in Copenhagen. They were just the same, telling me like everything, and like super casually as well. It wasn't like, hey, I want to tell you something. Just like, yeah, so, you know, and then they go on about the craziest shit, you know? So
like one explanation that might or might not be true could be that when these people like have been closeted for large parts of their lives and they've had to repress their sexuality while heterosexual people haven't, then they start to overcompensate when they finally gain the courage to get out of the closet. So
that's
they just like
interesting.
put their sexuality out there everywhere pretty much. Everyone to see.
I think you're very on point there.
Because it's so liberating for them, but could be other reasons as well.
See with the Google Maps here if we're anywhere close.
Turn right onto Car.
Wait, what? I don't know. Interesting start of the day. So today I'm heading to Norway to play the Norwegian Championships. These bosses are gonna play the 5K main event here in Barcelona. I'm kind of sad about missing that, obviously, but I prioritized going to the Norwegian Championship instead. Like financially, I don't think it makes too much sense, to be honest. Like financially, I would be better off just staying here, playing the 5K, perhaps playing some other events as well. But the Norwegian Championship is like a super social event. It's a lot of fun there. A lot of people that I have known for many years and that I don't meet too often. So I think we're going in here. And also it's a bit special with the Norwegian Championship, you know. It would be cool to do well in one of those events once. Yeah.
Did you do really well in one of those events, or was it
Last year, actually, I did in the one in Dublin. I cashed the PLO, I cashed the fixed limit, I cashed the heads up. Did not cash the main event, but yeah, was a few good runs for sure. Okay, let's see what's up here.
Okay.
All right, so what are we doing?
flipping?
Flipping for the bill.
For the bill. Okay, let's do it.
11. Yeah, you're fucked. You're fucked, mate. Sorry about that, but you lost, Rauno.
Yep.
17.
Yep.
Okay.
GG, guys. GG. Other way.
12.
21.
Oh, 21. Okay, GG.
I got it right.
How do you feel?
All good.
Yeah. You again. Alright. Feeling good?
Yeah, I'm feeling excited. Definitely. Definitely excited.
Yeah?
Gonna play the main!
Is it the biggest live tournament you've played?
Yeah, by far. Like the biggest so far I've played is a 3K. So
3K, yeah, that was
5K is a decent step up.
Kings of Tallinn High Roller, right? Alright. Well, should be good then.
Yeah, gonna be playing a lot more of those high games in the future.
I wonder if I can go in with this. Alright guys, what's up? I'm in Norway now. Thought I would give like a small update of what's going on for the last like couple of weeks. So in the previous clips I was in Barcelona naturally, played a couple of tournaments in Barcelona. I played the 1K and the 2K national events before the EPT main. In the 1K I just like didn't get anything going basically. In the 2K we got quite a bit going. We got up to like 3 starting stacks. We got up to like 80-90k. Yeah, like when we busted we had like 90k, which is 3 starting stacks. Played a bunch of interesting hands. I was posting a bunch of updates on Instagram during those 2 tournaments, just like posted the most interesting hands. I thought it would be a more fun way of updating on Instagram, because the way I've been doing it in the past is that I've just been posting like, okay, we're up to 50k, okay, we lost a pot, now we're down to 40k, we doubled up, we're up to 80k or whatever, you know? And it's super boring because like, okay, people can see stack updates, but who gives a fuck, right? So this time I decided to post like every time I played like a big pot or an interesting spot came up or whatever it was, you know, I posted out on Instagram with some chip updates. So I got a lot of positive feedback on that, so I'll continue doing that for the live tournaments going forward as well. Check that out, instagram.com/UnibetPoker. I'll put a link below. So yeah. Anyways, the most interesting hand that I played in the 2K was probably my Busto hand. Not really. It wasn't the most interesting, but it's pretty interesting. I'll tell it quickly. So I opened Queen 10 off in the hijack. There is an older gentleman in the big blind who's a recreational player. So I would be opening a bit looser here in the hijack. I think Queen 10 is open anyways, but I would go a bit looser than my standard open here. Cutoff calls, button calls, and big blind calls. So we go 4-way to the flop. Pot is now like 25k. I've got 85k or something back, just over 80 anyways. Flop comes down Queen 10-8, so we flop top 2, but there's a flush draw on board and it's very connected. I think in theory we're not supposed to bet this board a lot at all because it smashes the cutoff calling range and the button calling range. I think we have two options here. We could just like bet big on the flop and try to get it in and then just like jam safe turns. Or we could go for the line that I took, which is just like check jam. Because the cutoff and the button were both aggressive regs, so I think they're going to stab quite a bit. Probably going to bet quite a few hands they're not supposed to bet as well, you know, like queen jack, king queen. Like hell, people even bet like king 10 and shit here, you know. People tend to be too aggressive on these boards, I think, especially multi-way. You're supposed to be pretty tight. So anyways, I check, cutoff checks and button bets 16k. Big blind folds, so now I check jam for my 85k. Anyways, cutoff folds, button snaps me off with jack 9 suited for the nuts. Like he only has like 7 combos for value here, that beats me. Like queens he squeezes pre, 10s he squeezes pre, so he has like pocket 8s, that's 3 combos, and he has jack 9 suited, which is 4 combos. So he has 7 combos for value, and he has a bunch of hands that I beat. So, whatever. We bust that one. That was the last one I was able to play, because now I'm here in Stokke in Norway to play the Norwegian Championship. I played a couple of events here so far. I played the deep stack event the first day. I think I had some interesting hands there as well. Give me a second, I'll find it, because I posted a bunch of stuff on Instagram there as well. Yeah, so I'll go through my busto hand in this tournament as well, because we got quite a bit going in this tournament as well. We had a pretty big stack. It was a very soft tournament, of course. Like, it's a pretty low buy-in, and it's the Norwegian Championship, so there's a lot of people who are here just like for fun, because it's the Norwegian Championship and whatever, you know. So, very soft tournament. Anyways, busto hand. I open ace queen of diamonds under the gun to 8k at big blind 4k. Middle position calls and big blind calls. Both of them were like recreational players, pretty passive. We go 3 ways to 10-9-4 with 2 diamonds. So I flop 2 overs and the nut flush draw. I have like 70k and the pot is 31k. So I think like similar to the last hand, we have a couple of options here. We have 3 options actually. We can check jam. We can bet, try to get it in, or we can check call, I think. Versus passive opponents here though, I decided that betting would be better. Just like, because I don't want to check and then it goes checked around and then like turn is like 7 of clubs or whatever, and then I'm like in some nasty spots potentially. So I decided to bet and then just like call if someone jams, or bet jam good turns. Probably most turns, to be honest, like maybe except for a 10 or a 9. Yeah, I'm not sure. Probably jamming most turns anyways. So anyways, I bet 16k into 31k, leaving myself with pot size behind. A middle position calls. So turn is king of clubs. So now it's 10-9-4 king. It's a very good turn for my range, obviously. And I have 64k left. The pot is 63k. So I have pot-ish. So pretty easy decision here, I think. I just jam. We can fold out a lot of hands. We can fold out like 9-8 suited, pocket 8s, pocket 7s. And you can have just like so much weird stuff. I can see people folding a 10 here as well. People are so passive and they don't really want to call all in, you know, because it's all in. So yeah, I jam. He has queen jack suited, so he turned the nut straight. River, brick, GG. So that was a couple of days ago. Then today I played the high roller event. In euros, it's like a 1.1k, and it got like 360 runners. So very similar to the Unibet Open events, like a small Unibet Open, I would say. Same buy-in and roughly the same field size. Field was amazing, of course. A lot of recreational players and a lot of... I saw some plays today that were just like, what is going on? There was one hand, like, this is pretty deep as well, we're in the money. This is like with 4 tables left or something. A guy defends ace-3 of clubs. Flop is like 10-7-7 rainbow. He defends versus early position, basically, ace-3 of clubs. Then he leads huge, like close to pot. There's no clubs on board, by the way. He doesn't even have a backdoor flush draw. He has nothing. Leads huge, pot. Guy calls. Turn is 5 or some shit. he bets like 1/3. Guy calls. River is 9. So 10-10-7, no, 10-7-7-5-9. He bets like pretty small, like quarter pot or some shit, but he doesn't have much more left. He bets like 1/4 of his stack on the river maybe. Willem puts him in like fairly quickly as well. So I'm like, okay, this is like, he always has like the nuts here, right? No one bluffs like this when the guy jams, I mean. And he tanks forever, and then he calls it off with ace-3 for ace-high. And the other guy had pocket 10s for a flopped boat. Okay. And this was like for chip lead pot or some shit. Not chip lead pot, but heaps, you know? So very, very soft tournament. I just busted now like an hour ago. I came in 16th, which was, yeah, quite annoying. It's fine. So we cashed for like 4.5k euros or whatever. Gave all my chips to my friend Kayan, which I have a 10% swap with as well, so I hope he ships it. It's like 56,000 euros up top. Yeah, and he's a really good player as well, so I have faith. Anyways, yeah, main event is tomorrow, so we're gonna play that. That's like a 550 buy-in. So like a Unibet DSO event basically, except it's gonna get like, I don't know, ridiculous amount of runners, probably like 2k runners or something. So bit of a minefield right there. Yeah, huge field to maneuver through. So I'm here now for a few more days. Gonna play the main event tomorrow, as I said, and then I'm gonna play some turbo event to finish off. Yeah, except for that, just gonna enjoy, socialize. Like, it's a big event. Like, there's 2,000 Norwegian poker players here, basically, and yeah, I've been in the Norwegian poker scene since 2004. Been playing most Norwegian Championships since I turned 18, which was in 2006. So yeah, I have a lot of friends here. It's a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying the vibe. So yeah, that's the plan. Then it's back to the online grind after that. Some big tournament series coming up. So we're going to be grinding heaps the next month. Looking forward. It's going to be grueling, but I've had a lot of luck at the online tables lately. Like the last night in Norway before I went to EPT Barcelona as well, I shipped the Bounty Builder 109 for like 13 something K USD, 13,200 or whatever. So that was like a big confidence, or like not a big, but a decent confidence boost before going to Barcelona. It's always nice to like start off a series or whatever with a win. You feel good, you feel confident, there's less pressure. So yeah, let's hope we can do the same for the upcoming online series, that we can just like start off with a bink, have some confidence to go into it, and yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap this up because I'm gonna go meet some friends, get some dinner. I'll update you guys after we see how the main event goes and the turbo, and yeah, that's it.